Hello, thank you for joining with me for the meditation for lesson 184. Go ahead and sit with your back supported, head and neck free. Let's do a few head rolls to the right, nice and slow. And then a few head rolls to the left, nice and slow. Start with a 2x breath in through the nose for a count of 2 and out through the mouth for a count of 4. Repeat that 3 times. The name of God is my inheritance. You live by symbols. You have made up names for everything you see. Each one becomes a separate entity, identified by its own name. By this you carve it out of unity. By this you designate its special attributes and set it off from other things by emphasizing space surrounding it. This space you see as setting off all things from one another is the means by which the world's perception is achieved. The name of God is my inheritance. You see something where nothing is, and see as well nothing where there is unity. A space between all things and you. Thus do you think that you have given life in separation. By this split you think you are established as a unity which functions with an independent will. The name of God is my inheritance. Move into a 3x breath in through the nose for a count of 3, out through the mouth for a count of 6. Father, our name is yours. In it we are united with all living things, and you who are their one creator. What we made and called by many different names is but a shadow we have tried to cast across your own reality, and we are glad and thankful we are wrong. Go ahead and start with a 4x breath in through the nose for a count of 4, out through the mouth for a count of 8. All our mistakes we give to you, that we may be absolved from all effects our errors seemed to have. And we accept the truth you give in place of every one of them. Your name is our salvation and escape from what we made. Your name unites us in the oneness, which is our inheritance and peace. Amen. The name of God is my inheritance. The name of God is my inheritance. This is the second lesson that deals specifically with God's name. And to recall our discussion of Lesson 183, the term name of God is not to be taken literally, as is stated at the conclusion of the lesson, God has no name. The phrase is used only as correction for the ego's wrong-minded thinking, specifically for the belief in separation. The ego's name of sin, attack, punishment, and death. Thus, the name of God is a symbol that reminds us of our oneness as God's Son and the oneness of Christ with God. The lesson's major theme, therefore, is how calling upon God's name helps us remember that the world of separation is illusory, made up to deny the reality of God's perfect unity. Depicted here, therefore, it is the dichotomy of duality and non-duality, perception and knowledge, separation and oneness, all reflecting the split from God. The first part of the lesson speaks of the ego's belief that it indeed pulled off the impossible, the separation from God, the Creator. The name of God is my inheritance. In summary, calling upon God's name symbolizes calling upon Jesus for help in undoing our past mistakes in perception. This means we first have to acknowledge them as mistakes, which frees us to claim our rightful name and inheritance as God's Son. And so it is. This is from the Manual for Teachers. God's peace is, in every way, totally unlike all previous experiences. It calls to mind nothing that went before. It brings with it no past associations. It is a new thing entirely. And then, of course, from chapter 1, there is no order of difficulty in miracles. Not one is harder or bigger than another. They are all the same. All expressions of love are maximal. Thank you so much. Well, I just want to read this. This is one of the most important lines in A Course in Miracles. And we are glad and thankful we were wrong. How about that? Genuine humility. I love you. Have a beautiful day. I thank you so much for joining with me in lesson 184. The name of God is my inheritance. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow. I love you.